All right, guys, how we doing tonight? Let me go over here and get this light taken care of. It's not got quite enough in here. Oh, I kicked the table across the room. How's that, guys? Pretty good picture there. Hey, Melody, how are you tonight? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes, Brenda. When we get a couple more people on here, we got 7 on and 11 thumbs up. That's awesome. Got my coffee ready. How are y'all? Can you hear me fine? Everything good? Hey, Kirsty, how are you? My camera wants to keep adjusting. Don't know why. You tell the owl I got a new toy I'm going to show off in a few minutes, Kirsty. Clay Banks in the house. Georgiana Malone, how are you? Ed, 4 Blessings, soon to be Janet, 4 Blessings. Going to do a switch off there. Linda, how are you? Coonridge Homesteading. Brenda in the house from Duncan 1900 Homestead. Katie Ann in the Ozark Hollow Homestead, how are you? Glory 1958, how are you today? My hero, Mims's Garden, how are you? Oh, let's see. Thrifty VG, what's going on? Tiny House Homestead, hey, from Hickman County, Tennessee. Awesome. Send me an email, Tiny House Homestead. You're not too far away, I don't think. Up here in UNICOI County. Let's see. The Tinker's Wife. I won't ask that question, but you know the question I want to ask. So if that happened, let me know. Homestead Hustle. What's going down? Fairy Tale Creation. My other hero. Amy Rogers, how are you? Big Bear Homestead in the house. Everybody pray for Robin. She's at home finally. They're going to watch her for a while. She can't go to sleep. So I think they're going to have a party down in Elberton. We rolled our car party in Elberton, Georgia, for Miss Robin. They're just going to party all night long to keep her awake. She's already got a headache, Jason, so give her some of that mead you make. Maybe it'll make her feel a little better. And tomorrow she's going to have a headache anyway. So we love you guys. Mary Hurt, how are you? Robin Raid, how are you? Grammy Karen, family. Spicy White Bear, how are you? Robbie, so not funny, I know, but still. Piney Haven Homestead, how are you? You got to make lemons with lemon. You got to make lemonade with lemons. We love you. Poor Boy Homestead, what's going on, Terry? Beach Family Homestead, what's up? We still need to get together soon. Clay Banks in the house. I think I said hello already. It's 32 on, 22 thumbs up. Crush that thumbs up button for me, guys. I don't know what I got, Kirsty. I'm going to share in a few minutes. Gosh. Melody, if you reach out for him, most of the time we will. Shane Tidsdale, how are you? I'm trying to keep it. Narrowway Farms in the house. It's going down. Inset Shop, what's going on, buddy? I hope you're feeling okay today. There's Eli in the house. What's going on, single man? We saw you over at Sow the Land there earlier. Heritage Farm, Texas. What's going down? Michelle P., what's going on? Stivers in here? Where's Stivers at? I missed you, Stivers. Plain speaker in the house. What's going on? Stivers is family. Grammy Karen is always up in here. But Yvonne Schaub, how are you? I'm sorry about that. She Mamoni, how are you? Carol back in the house. What's going down? Heather, we gonna do your thing tonight. There's Mama. Mama, tell everybody say hi to Mama. And if y'all are one of those ones that sent that email about her starting her own channel, You need to let mom know that right now. So put mom's name down and say thumbs up to start the channel if you're wanting her to do that. She says no, but I think if y'all push her enough, she might do it. Let's blow her screen up so it all is all highlighted for her. So Mountain Life of Montana. Whoop, whoop. Everybody's in the house. Glory. Look at that, Mom. Look at all those names with thumbs up to start your own channel. Nope, but thanks, she says. I don't think we got much of a chance getting Mama to do that, but she should. She does an awesome job. My mother has a green thumb and does an amazing thing. Amazing stuff. Hello, single Mark from OVA. Over. Oh, okay. I saw you on John's rolling on both names. Farmer Mark. Running. Let's see, Fairy Tale Creations beat Kirsty. 3 months today from Mama Kirsty. That baby will be here sooner than we can think. I may have to make it down just to hold that big bad boy. Gosh Mania in the house. What's going down? Tonight is going to be a cool subject. Miss Heather said, how to use God in all things is what tonight is going to be about. Rosework Nee Ingram, how are you tonight? It always gives me a tongue twist. So we're going to work that into the homesteading thing and how God works in our homestead and what it does. So if you notice, I'm sitting in a little different area. I decided to try to use this big old reclining chair I have to give my back a little break. I've been canning beans and tomatoes all day today, and my back has been killing me. Mom Carol says that they need your know-how. Had to pass down to them, not just me. Stringful Ridge Farms, how are you tonight? Freedom Using Arbor Farm and Arbor. Hey, living the dream homestead in the house. Rainbow 505. What's going down? We'll get everybody on here and get it rolling. Oh, I was supposed to send Miss Brenda's hammock out like 3 weeks ago. And literally, I won't lie to you, Brenda, I forgot. But I didn't forget once I saw your name. So I'll get it on there. Katie Ann and the Ozark Hollow Homestead. How are you? Yeah, my last run of pints of beans, is cooling down to depressurize right now as well. Kirsty Beats, how are you? Oregon PBWF Homestead. What's going down? There's Overlook Valley Homestead, the other channel. Let's see. I'm going to get it to you, Duncan. I promise. I got what little know from my daddy. He was a good guy. Good. So good, you guys. Absolutely. And I told everybody that's been with me from the beginning that this year I was going to try to channel a little bit of my papaw just for my tomatoes. Mom, I think he came through. I ended up today just off the picking out of the garden today with 7 quarts and 3 pints of tomatoes today, guys, just from today. And there's still a ton of tomatoes out there. And I gave some tomatoes to Steven, who I know is watching this right now, but he's probably sitting over there and not gonna comment. So it's all good. Smith Steady, how are you? We got some stuff going from you tonight too. Some scripture. I think that's who gave us scripture tonight with Smith Steady. Oh, Lincoln Scanwalk. I can't say your last name. I'm sorry. Yeah, Smith Steady. Yeah, you're the ones that are doing it tonight. So we'll go in that. We'll do all the fun stuff first, then we'll jump into some scripture. Sonia, mental health and homesteading. How are you? The hive and the homestead. What's going down? We got a few more minutes. We got about 10 minutes before we'll jump into scripture. So we'll go over the cool stuff as people are coming in here. So last week we were sub-wise, we were at 5,449 subs. This week we're at 5,479. So we have turned the road again. We lost like 20 or 230 something subs last week and gained back like 146. And then this week we're up 30 subs from that count. So we're back on point, starting back in the right direction. Last week we were at 14,716 hours of viewing time. This week we're at 15,033 hours of viewing time. So that's an increase of 317 and a half hours of viewing time. So way to go, guys. That's all on you guys, not on me. Got videos coming out. I've been canning real hard this week. We're going to do a couple of videos coming out tomorrow and going through. Going to be like, yes, Duncan, I will be at Life Conference. I think you are too, and I can't wait to hug your neck. Overlook Valley Home, you're not going to make it to Stivers this year. Life happened. I understand. So, Two Family in the house. I missed Two Family. Where'd they go? I didn't see you, Two Family. Daryl, Sherry, say hello, please. Can't wait for the Hoot Nanny this weekend. I wished I was going to be there, Grammy Karen. That would have been awesome. Okay, so first thing I want everybody to do is say a good prayer for Big Bear. Miss Robin was in that bad car wreck today. Jason was on here and Robin both were on here just a few minutes ago. We got a call. I got a call pretty quickly after that, and we called everybody up and got them going on. So it was bad, but not as bad as what it could be. She's real bruised up. No serious injuries right at this point in time, but she's still under observation for the next 72 hours because it shook her up pretty good. Mom, Grammy Karen is Jen's mom from Stivers Homestead. So, yeah, so Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. Hey, how are you? But yeah, so if you guys can put in a prayer tonight, put them on your prayer wall, do what you can do. So I know it's been out on several videos before. I've been talking back and forth with Mims and Fairy Tale Creations and Broussard's and Ed from over at Four Blessings and trying to get them all out there. So Single That Cool Off Grid Doug and Stacy is a very good YouTube channel. Yeah, Doug and Stacy are awesome, guys. A lot of people don't know. Doug, when I first started the channel, we weren't even talking about Robin Nilly. Hey, there you go. We weren't even really starting the channel. We were doing some stuff to monitor ELYN's homeschool stuff, but that was about it. But Stacy is the one that got me started on kombucha, and I owe her a lot. And she doesn't know that. We've talked several times. I actually talked to Doug and Stacy more in the beginning of this than I had anybody else. So pretty cool. So Soggy Bottom Homestead, welcome. There's Two Family. What's going down? Making lemon from lemonades. That's what you got to do. Getting started on the homestead. Welcome in the house. So, all right. So on to some fun stuff. We are doing Mims, if you want to post that link, we are asking, you don't have to do anything once again, like I said last time, but we're asking you to, if you can help out Big Bear and them. They're going to have some doctor visits and stuff going back and forth. They're like the rest of us. Hey family, Stivers Homestead in the house. Love you guys. Is this Jen or Zach? My mom was just talking about you guys. But if you would like to donate $1, $2, $5, just to help out with that travel expenses and stuff, getting back and forth to the doctor. I know we are actually going to be spending some time together coming up the 3rd. I'm actually staying with Big Bear. We're staying in a bed and breakfast together at the Life Conference. So if you've got some spare change that you would like to throw in there to help that cushion this cost of getting back and forth to transfer, I think Robin's got some pretty good. Okay, Brenda, I'll bring the hammock with me. some pretty good insurance, but it's there. If you can, do that. If you can't, that's fine. My mom is asking to remember our dog Dudley. He is very sick. My husband is worried sick. It's his best friend. Dudley, I bought for my mother. Gosh, Dudley's probably what, Mom, 15, 16 years old now. But I bought for her, and he became my father's dog, and it's his best friend. And we think he's got some stomach cancer. He's not doing really good at all. And those prayers are more for my father than they are for a dog. So, yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a sad day. My daddy's going to have a rough time when he goes. So, my dad paid to have that dog have a back surgery that he needs to have on his back instead of paying to have his own back surgery. So that'll tell you how much he loves that dog. So, Heather, 4 blessings. What we hit up there on Heather? Heather's good peoples. I don't know what that was. Let me look. Might have just been fat fingers, Heather. Let me see what you said. Oh, I think that was just fat fingers. How do I unhide that? Let me see if I can unhide that. Remove report. Hey, 4 blessings. Unblock Heather. Unblock that message. She's good to go. I think you were trying to actually approve that message and hit the wrong button, but it's okay. All right. So while at the Bayou Bash, we got about 3 minutes. I can do this real quick, and then we'll get into some scripture. But while at the Bayou Bash, I had been talking to Daryl for quite a few weeks because I've been needing a new camera set up and everything after dropping the camera in the creek and stuff. Daryl had told me to check out that. It's the Osmo Action Cam by DJI. And they were around the same as the GoPro, and I was going in to do that. But then I got to put the GoPro 7 Black and the Osmo in my hands, thanks to the 4 blessings. And I'm in love. This thing is awesome. It's small. It's pretty neat. You're going to have some reviews and some things coming out. This will be my next video, will be made off of this camera. So hopefully we'll get some better video footage and things away. And hopefully it'll help improve that. If I can figure out how all the little things work on it. I just now figured out that I had to do the update on it to get the Rocksteady to go and got all that stuff. Mims, they got them on sale right now. Anyway, if anybody wants them, before I jump off on subject, $319. If you go on to Amazon, you can find them for $319, which is almost $100 off their original price. Yeah, your drone. Yeah, and it's this new Rocksteady thing is pretty cool. I was playing with it. I've not made an official video with it, but that is coming probably tomorrow. That's the DJI. It's the DJI Osmo Action. Ooh, let me get it on this side, maybe. There we go. Osmo Action. And then for the price that I would have paid for the camera normally. Hey, Amy Broussard, how are you? Good night, Mom. Love you. The price I would have paid just for the camera, I ended up ordering 2 more batteries, a 40-inch charging cable, and a micro USB reader for the same price. So I ended up with the camera, 3 batteries, an extra 40-inch extension charging cable, and then I did order this awesome little case for it to go in. These were $7. And then I found out, I'd called Ed and City Girl Country Heart, welcome. Just the Other Life, Mr. Ivan in the house. I'll show you my new toy in just a second, Ivan. But anyway, found out that all the GoPro stuff would have it. So they had the GoPro little tripod. So I went and got that. Ivan got one of the new DJI Osmos. Now, here's the coolest part about this whole camera. Are you ready? Someone give me a drum roll. I need to see some drums up here on the camera. On the thing. Give me some drums, guys. Okay, there we go. Francine Cooper got it. That is thank you to you guys. That camera was purchased. I put back money for ELYN because this channel is as much hers as it is mine. But that was the first check that we got from YouTube. Now, it was a 3-month check. It was all put together. So I don't think that I'll be making any more purchases like that. But that's thank you to you guys. I'm going to put whatever money's made from here into the channel and into an IRA for ELYN. So anything that bye, single man. Eli, we'll see you later, buddy. Appreciate you. But anything that's made will go into an account for ELYN and into the channel. So, and it may be projects that we're doing here on the homestead. It may be things that we need. I really want to buy a one of the Premier One fences. I really want to get one of those and get it up so I can move the goats into some areas I want to get eaten out. So that's cool. Now we went over a little bit. The Osmo Pocket, I looked at real hard. Ivan, they have them right now for $319, which is $30 off the drop price that they just did. And if you look at some of those side-by-side imaging of the actual Osmo DJI action camera and the Pocket actually is a clear camera. It's just a little awkward. So I just decided to go with the others because it had a little bit better thing. But you can actually hook it, the Pocket, onto your cell phone. And that's what I liked about that is I can run it through my cell phone and have a monitor. So, all right, where's the book that matters tonight? Okay, so Smith Steady picked out scripture for us tonight, guys. Yeah, Amy, that's something that's coming. I've got to work on that. So, scripture tonight is Jeremiah, and I've got to kind of sit funky tonight because the way the lighting is. I'm going to stop reading the chat for a few minutes, and we'll come back to the DJI in a few minutes because I'm already about 4 minutes over on my time when we should be doing the most important thing on here. So tonight we're going to be the request. No, Zach, I am not getting to the Hootenanny. I am going to make the Hootenanny next year because I love the Pratts and I love Michigan. So I will be there next year. I just couldn't work it this year with going to the Life Conference and the HOA. It just didn't make it where I could do that. All right. So scripture tonight is Jeremiah chapter 17. And what was suggested to read was 7 through 8. But as you know, I can't read 2 verses out of a whole chapter. So we're going to read, it's a little bit long. So bear with me, but I think that it is definitely on point for everything that's going on in the community right now and my life individually. So let me get this over here. Let me get my old man glasses. I'm not in my same area, guys. So I'm working off of a rocking chair and everything else. So let me get over here and get to it. So here we go. If you're ready, you got your Bible out. It's Jeremiah 17, and we're going to read the entire chapter. Here we go. Is everything going good? Let me get the mic turned around here a little better for you. Judah's sin is engraved with an iron tool, inscribed with flint point on the tablets of their hearts and on the horns of their altars. Even their children remember their altars and Asher's poles. Beside I can't hardly see this, guys, in this lighting. Beside the spreading trees and on the high hills, my mountain in the land and your wealth and all your treasures. I will give away and as plundered to plunder, together with your high places because of sin throughout your country. Through your own fault, you will lose the inheritance I gave you. I will enslave you to your enemies in a land you do not know. For you have kindled my anger, and it will burn forever. This is what the Lord says. Cursed is the one who turns in Cursed is the one whose trust in man, who draws strength from mere flesh, and whose heart turns away from the Lord. The person will be like the bush in wasteland. They will not see prosperity when it comes. They will dwell in the parched places of the desert, in a salt land where no one lives. But blessed is the one who trusts in their Lord, whose confidence in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water, that that sends out roots by the stream. It does not fear the heat. When heat comes, it leaves its leaves are always green. It has no worries in the years of drought and never fails to bear fruit. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? I the Lord search I the Lord search the heart and examine the mind, to reward each person according to their conduct, according to what their deeds deserve. Like a partridge that hatches eggs it did not lay, are those who gain riches by unjust means. When their lives are half gone, their riches will desert them, and in the end they will prove to be foul. A glorious throne exalted from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary. You are hope of it. Lord, you are the hope of Israel. All who forsake you will be put to shame. Those who turn away from you will be written in the dust, because they have forsaken the Lord, the spring of life, of living water. Heal me, Lord, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. For you are the one I praise. They keep saying to me, where is the word of the Lord? Let it now be fulfilled. I have not run away from being your shepherd. You know I have not desired the day of despair, that what passes my lips is open before you. Do not be a terror to me. You are my refuge in the day of disaster. Let my precious be let let my persecutor be but put to shame, but keep me from shame. Let let them be terrified, but keep me from terror. Bring on them the day of disaster. Destroy them with double destruction. Then after that, guys, it goes into talking about keeping the Sabbath. I think that scripture right there kind of shows you what you have to do when you forsake the Lord. If you're forsaking the Lord and you keep forsaking the Lord, He's going to come down on you with double the disaster. He's going to come down on you um, harder than anything you've ever done. You think that you're going through hard things right now? You better be willing to take on double that, because if you don't take him on, John from Mountain Life, Montana, he knows this. His life probably got so much harder when he decided to turn his back on the Lord, and being part of that and having him there and turning it and saying that he could go on that road by himself. I've been there. That road and that mountain is slippery and it's hard, and it's not fun, and it's not something that anybody wants to be doing or going through. But if you just give up and say, I'm yours, Lord, I'm here to serve you. I'm here to serve what you need me to do. Um, what I'm doing right now is not what I would prefer to do, but it's what I'm being led to do. I truly feel that God speaks to me on a daily basis in my heart and in my mind. He's guided me on this journey. This was nothing of what I started with Single Dad Homesteading. Single Dad Homesteading was a journey of my daughter for homeschool and what we're doing here on this mountain off grid and trying to be food sustainability and do that. A Garden for Cheap. I saw a couple more come on here a second ago. If I missed you, I'm sorry. But you know, it's developed into something different. It's developed into um, me being able to finally put into words the way that I feel about Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. It's something that I have to do, not that I want to do, not that I need to do. It's something that I definitely feel uh, I'm led to do. Um, Here I go again. How are you? Francine, how are you? I just I feel that this is where I'm supposed to be and how I'm supposed to be doing it right now. I probably ran away quite a few people and subscribers and stuff because of the way that I talk and the way that I do this. Um, Absolutely. A bed, a bun. I'm trying to figure out how you say it. A bed, a bun, Dawn. Without Jesus, we are nothing. Absolutely. I truly feel that in my heart. Um, you know, there's better people on here that can read scripture and quote scripture and do that. But I feel that I open another door for those individuals that have been in the same space that I have been in, that John has been in. We're different. Guys, people like myself and John are different. When you walk the path that we have walked in this life in complete servitude to this country and to the Lord Jesus Christ, it changes you. It changes you for the better, and sometimes it can change you for the worst at certain times. But I think that God puts us in those places and makes us walk through those eternal fires and through that hell that we have to go through by watching friends die, by being there and supporting each other, by being in a situation where you may have to take a life, um, and what we would think is um, a just cause, I guess you could say. But evil is evil, and when you put us in those situations, we have to be there, um, and we have to do that. I'm a warrior of God. I'm a warrior for you. I am a warrior for freedom, for Jesus Christ, and don't come down on me because I defend the right for you to believe the way that you believe and not let me speak the way that I want to speak. I've defended your right to believe any way you want to live. You have that right. I have the right as a man of God to say A, B, and C is wrong because of my Bible, and this is the way I believe it. And I have a right to voice that. I have a right to believe that. And if you don't support me, you're not supporting yourself. I don't care how you believe. That's up to you. Yes, after losing I missed you, Gossmania. I'm sorry. Let me get back up here. Gossmania, yes, after losing a child, you go through those emotions, and I'm glad my faith is so strong because that can tear a person apart. If you guys don't know Gossmania's story, you guys need to go over and watch their videos and stuff. They lost a daughter here a while back to asthma, um, and it's one of those things that you can never anticipate how God's going to reach down and destroy what you think is your life at times for a better cause. And we don't know what that better cause is. We don't know why Gossmania lost her child, why that beautiful family has a member of it that's missing now. But I can guarantee you this. He knows, and it is for a better reason. And that better reason, to an extent, is to bring awareness to asthma. And me talking about it right now is putting in the ears that don't think about this. So you guys need to definitely 100% go check them out. Get involved with that. Understand, if you're a smoker, don't be smoking. That to me, I don't care if you smoke. But when you smoke in a public place where there's children at, that's a big issue because you can throw a kid, bam, that quick into an asthma attack. So I'm not one to take freedoms away, but I'm one that believes in common sense. So look at it and go check them out. Lisa Hopkins, hey, how are you? I missed some names coming in here. Yes, that's right. I believe it's because I am here to testify to many about faith, family awareness, etc. Single dad homes. She had food allergies too to affect them too. Yeah, absolutely. If you ever get an opportunity to spend some time with this family, you'll see the way that Jesus is using them. It is an amazing story, a sad story, but the only thing I can say about that is she's home, and they know that, and their faith is there, and we don't understand it, but they do. God's ways are not our ways. Yeah, if you try to wrap your mind around what God is doing, what Jesus Christ is doing, you're lost. You're going to be lost forever. It's not something that we can do. He'll explain it to us when we go see him and snuggle up beside him in his bosom. Oh, I truly believe that losing child is the hardest thing ever. Yeah, Amy's got a story on that as well, and that's hers to share. But I love you guys and know both of you personally, and it's you know I hope I never have to go through it. I can't imagine it. Gosh, man, oh man, oh man. But whew, I got cold chills, goosebumps, hot flashes all at the same time. Chris, God has opened me up more. I've started going back to church recently. I needed it. City Girl Country Heart, amen. We going to church right now. We on that bus. We all here. I'm licking the back window. Don't tell me I can't lick the back window on this church bus. It's my church bus. Let's do it. Um, we are here. We are going to do that. The Max Happy Homestead, everybody, they are on the road headed to the Hootenanny. They should be rolling in here soon. But get off here and go take care of them babies. They've had a long, long day. So say a prayer for them for safe travels and many memories for them children and themselves. Yvonne Schaub, how are you? Diana Village, I can't talk tonight. So anyway, and this is perfect. We're right there into the conversation for tonight. And Heather actually, I'm so sad we are missing the Hootenanny. Yeah, it's a rough one. Smith Steady, I hope that I captured what you were looking to do in that. I hate reading just certain chapters out of there, but I don't want you guys to do them. I want you to send me what you're thinking needs to be read because that is pertaining to something that's going in your life. But I like to read the entire chapter usually when you do that. Microfarm Starter, hey. I saw you earlier and meant to say hi, but I missed it. I see those shamrocks on there. You know what it means. But another very religious, faith-based family and channel right there. So go check them out. He will edify you quickly, get you some good feeling. I wish we could go to every meetup too, Kirsty Forges. How are those horses going there? The busy little house. Try to catch up on some other stuff. But what I was saying there, got sidetracked. Look, squirrel. Was Heather said that what she would like to talk about this week on Single Dad Homesteading live on Wednesday nights is how God plays a role in every aspect of our life. And I'm going to take that a little bit further, actually narrow it probably a little bit further, because I think that we are all there and we will all agree that Jesus plays a part in our life every day. City Girl Country Heart, send it to me, girl. City Girl Country Heart is asked to do scripture for next week. Email it to me so I have it, City Girl Country Heart. Thank you. And I'll pick somebody else out here in just a second to do our subject for next week. So wanted to do how homesteading plays into how how God plays into every part of our life. Um, and we're going to narrow it down to how Jesus plays a role. I got a big old moth flying around. I need to shut my door a little better. How he plays in the role of the homestead. And 2-second delay. Million and one mosquitoes coming in. Okay. So, like the church again this week, having the homestead. We're trying. We're trying. Good night, Microfarm Starter. Okay. God not home. I missed that. Okay. So anyway, God on the homestead. I think that part of this homesteading community, I think it shocks some people that we have such a faith-based community. And I won't say everybody, and we're not, because it's not everybody that's a homesteader is Christian, I guess you could say, for lack of, and I say this, guys, as a lack of better words, because I really don't like that word as what it means today. I like that word for what it's supposed to mean, but a man of God, of a woman of God in the homesteading community. And I just pick out some stuff, and I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth or anything like that. But if you go back and you look at Justin Rhodes' video where he took the survey, they took a survey of, how much money do you have to spend, how old you are, what are you doing homesteading for, these things. I think that everybody thought that this homesteading community, that this self-sustainability, growing your own food, knowing how your home food movement, I think that it was perceived that it was a very left-wing, liberal, young kids, the 20 to 35-year-old hipsters. Bear, there you are. Breed Bear and Homestead. I missed you earlier. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, plain speaker, you're absolutely right. Caesar did come up with the word Christian as a derogatory label. But so squirrel. Wow. But they thought that it was these younger people that were more liberal mindseted, and it's not. I think if you took, like they did on their poll, and that's a large channel with a lot of people coming in, and I think the surprise that came out of that, not for them but for a lot of us watching, was the average age was like 50 to 60 years old, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in that, give or take 5 years, in that frame of who was homesteading. How much property that they had to homestead on, how much expendable income that they had. And I think that group of people are very much set within the Christian beliefs. Beth McCullen, how are you? That are set within these Christian beliefs and this foundation of Christ. And I think that is one of the reasons why this community is pushing forward like it is. I have to believe that is that God is using the homesteading community in every aspect of what we do to strengthen and bring back true Christianity, not a false Christianity, not I have to go to a building every week. That's not Christianity. I have to go sit with the same 30 or 40 or 150 or 200 people that I sit with every Wednesday and Sunday. That's not Christianity. He is wanting to use us so that we're reaching Mountain Life, Montana, John, who's turned his back, but he knows that John was a good man. He knows that John is there and is a warrior of God. He knows that Gossmania has gone through pain and needs a community to come together and help out and love and share and show the reason for where it's at, to spread the word of asthma, to spread the word of food allergies and things, and to get that out of there through this community. Because even though we're not all out speaking and saying these things out like I do, we all are doing them. Hey, Venezuela, how are you? I can't say your name. I'm sorry. But we have to understand we are the church. We have to understand that Grampy Gramps Grampy Campy's Bear Creek Homestead. Hello, and how are you? I'm trying to preach. I'm trying to talk the good word, and I'm trying to read chats at the same time. So lots of squirrels tonight. Hey, Scott in the house. How are you at the Hidden Valley Homestead? So, with that being said, we have to stand up and do our part now in the homesteading community. We have to go out into our communities and share what we're doing. You individually, each one of you out there that's homesteading, if it be on your porch, because that's homesteading. If you're doing it in the urban setting, if you're doing it wherever you're at, you need to go out. If it be, find that harvest festival in your area, go spend $20 at the Dollar Tree. $20 at the Dollar Tree. And buy as many 25-cent packs of seeds as you can. Go break them down and put 4 or 5 seeds in, and go to your harvest festival and just hand them out. Hey, grow something, grow something, grow something. If it be flowers or it be vegetables, grow it out there. Let those people realize that they can grow something. And you don't know how many children, and that's the key, guys. I say this every week, how many children you're going to affect, how many seeds you're going to plant that are beyond that seed of that plant. And when a child learns what growth is through growing a plant or an animal, I think they understand Jesus Christ a little bit more. See, because Jesus gave us the ability to do everything that he did. He gave us the knowledge to be able to do everything he did when he walked this earth. And you say, what, Chris? You're out of your mind. He did, guys. God gave us the ability as men to meet a woman, a gift that he gave to man. And guys, I'm talking to you right now, and I know there's a lot more females on here than there are men, but he gave us the right. He gave us the honor, the privilege, and the duty of giving us a companion called woman. He gave us the ability to implant our seed into that woman and create life. Gave us the right to create life. Think about that. God created the first man and woman. And then he said, I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you, Adam. I'm giving the responsibility to Eve to care and nurture and bring forth that life in this world. And then he gave us the right to protect them the same way he's protecting us. That's our right and duty on our homesteads. We have to grow our children. We have to grow that seed that we've had. We've got to grow that plant. We've got to grow that animal. God plays a role in everything that we do. And he's given us the right, the duty, and the obligation to do all those things. We have to stand up and take those duties and obligations to heart and stop turning our back on him. And turning our back on him means that we're only going into a church building on Wednesdays and Sundays, and we're drinking on Saturdays and Mondays and Wednesday nights and everything else, and every time we can. I drink, guys. I'll drink a beer. I'll have a mixed drink in moderation. I'm not going out to drink it to have a buzz. I'm not going out to do that. I'll drink a drink when I can, and we're good. You know, when you're going out to get drunk, when you're going out to chase women, when you're going out to pick up men, when you're going out and you're doing all these things that God doesn't want us to do, you're not being a good steward. You're not homesteading yourself. because God is involved in it somewhere. He's going to be watching. And at some point in time, you're going to have to answer for it. Brenda, you're absolutely right. Children need to understand the miracle of life itself. Children should know where babies come from. Maybe not how they're actually made, but they need to know. And that's one of the things I think about homesteading kids that'll amaze people. My daughter knows what the goat's doing to the female goat. Hey, John, thank you very much. Go get some rest, brother. You had a great live tonight. I appreciate you. Love you. I love the idea of tithing through the shirts. That's amazing. So thank you again. Thank you for everything that you guys have done. So, but my child knows more about the cycle of life than most other people. She actually says to me, BNO, hey, my daughter ELYN actually said to me today, she said, I just don't like the cycle of life for humans sometimes. Because we were talking about her Aunt Tiffy who passed away. But she understands it. We talked about it. We've talked about that we don't understand all the time why Jesus takes people that we love away. But there's a reason for it, and we'll find it out later. So, I think Jesus plays that role. He gave us that right, duty, and obligation for our children, and as men and women to be able to create life together as one. He gave women the gift of being able to carry and bear children. He gave man the gift of being able to plant that seed. He gave us the gift of being able to be, in most cases, this is not a sexist comment, stronger and being able to protect and provide and to do those things. I couldn't be a woman. I couldn't give birth. I couldn't imagine any of that. I've seen natural childbirth. I've held my ex-wife in my arms as she gave natural childbirth and brought my daughter into this world with no medications, no anything. And I will never be able to thank her enough, even though we don't get along now. I would never be able to thank her enough. But it is what it is. Women are amazing and God's gift to man. And if we don't take the gifts that God gave us, place them on the highest shelf that we have, especially your wife and that significant other that you have, if you don't place them there, if you don't worship them as you worship God, not in the same way, but it says when you take, if you go by the Bible and you take your vows, a wife surrenders to her husband as he is surrendered to God. And you are supposed to treat your wife up here on this level. God's here. Here's your wife. Here are your children. Your children lie underneath your wife. Your wife gave you your children by doing it together. Women are strong, amazing, amazing people. And we have to get there one day. We each have our God-given strength. Absolutely. And God-given roles. This is not a sexist comment. But I'll guarantee you, I will get an email tomorrow that I was woman bashing tonight. I'm not woman bashing. I'm woman praising. I'm saying I love you. Each and every one of you mothers, each and every one of you women. I love you all. I hope to find a good woman. I hope that it's there. I met a nice lady a couple of weeks ago, and we had an amazing date, and I thought everything went wrong. This is going into more detail, too much information, but we went on an amazing date, had a great time, and then I texted her, tried to play off the whole thing, doing what I was supposed to do, and no comment, no response, no anything. And then finally, 3 days ago, I received a text back. She had broken her phone the night of the date and didn't have a way to contact us back and was waiting for a replacement phone. So Francine, thank you, but someone will. So, but yeah, so you know, we're going on our second date Sunday. So everybody pray for me. We'll take some prayers on that one, and she's actually a member of clergy, so she is of the cloth. So kind of interesting. I might have someone that beats me up. So good stuff. We'll see where it goes. So, but anyway, I thought I'd done something wrong. I wasn't getting any kind of response, but it's all about modern technology. So, but anyway, I think my daughter may be upstairs awake. Are you awake, ELYN Max? She better not be. So anyway, so I actually am going to have Friday evening free, Saturday and Sunday. I've got a lot of work to do here. Nothing is promised. We have learned to take deep breaths, incredibly still, and soak in beautiful moments with one another, because we've learned nothing lasts forever. Except for the love of Jesus Christ, Gossmania. I'll add that to it. That is the only thing that is guaranteed forever, is that he will love us no matter what. Mims, I know who to say and who not to say. I'm joking. Squint Eastwood, hey, how are you doing? April Hill, see you in the house. So anyway, I need to pick something. Hey, April Hill, would you like to pick our subject for next week? You don't have to, but if you'd like to, that would be awesome. And I need to write down Country Girl City Heart for scripture. Country Girl City Heart script. And then April, let's see. April, we're not going anywhere for a while, April, so you got a few minutes to think of it. Just make sure, put a bunch of clovers with your comment, do it in all caps when you figure out what you would like to do. Consider it joy in the house. Hey, you're making pickles? All right, so guys, check this out. I did an experiment. Me and my mom always make pickled beans and pickled corn. Okay? So I did an experiment tonight. I made 3 pints of jalapeno dill pickled beans tonight. I'm hoping they come out good. You're welcome, Squint Eastwood. You're awesome. You've been on quite a few of these. She Bear Acres, how are you? Most men do not think that way in this day and age. Women, for the matter, dating is hard, almost impossible. She Bear Acres, but I'm gonna now bear with me. Don't get mad at me, okay? But listen up. I'm gonna defend the men on this one. It is so hard, and I'm telling you this as a single man. It is so hard to be able to even approach a woman nowadays, because we've removed those roles that we were talking about, and we've made it to where it's impossible in any way, if it be inappropriate or just in a loving way, to give a woman a compliment, period. My favorite subject lately is being gardening tips, as that is what I am, a beginning gardener. Gardening tips. We've done a couple of those already, April. So go back and check some of those. But gardening tips. Gardening tips. Okay, April, would that be okay to do like the aftermath of the gardening, canning, preserving, dehydrating, freeze drying? Can we throw that in there with that? Would that be okay with you? So back to where I was saying. So it's so hard for a man to even approach a woman nowadays, because we have completely and 100% taken away the ability for a man to be a man. That's why you have a lot of these young boys that have no clue of what it means to even be a man. We have young boys today that if you took those young men when they're born and you let them be, and I use the analogy, canning would be awesome. Okay, and you would let them give them a stick and a piece of cloth. A little boy will tie it around their neck, and there'll be a superhero or a knight with a sword. You give that same stick and piece of cloth to a young lady, and most of the time, she's going to tie it around her waist, and she's going to have a wand, and she's going to be in a pretty dress twirling. That's without us as parents of anybody being involved in that. That's just the nature of it. I'm not saying 100%. I'm saying most. But now, a little boy can't be there. They can't act like they're playing with guns. They can't act like they're playing with swords. They can't go out, and they're not allowed to climb trees because we're too afraid of them to do that. We're not able to be young men. We're raising young men as women. And then our women, we're telling them, our young ladies, they have to be tough. They have to do this. Men have taken over everything. Men can't do this. You can do this just as good as a man. You can do this just as good as them. You got to. We've completely role reversed everything. I've had women come up and do things and say things to me that I would consider sexual harassment that I would have never thought would have been said by a woman. So that's not beating up. That's not sexist comments. Movie Monday and the followed. The millennial idiots follow directions and were so disrespectful. It's craziness. Hardneck Farms, that's what a man's supposed to do. A man is supposed to provide, protect, and everything else. And in today's world, you can't do it alone. A man cannot do it alone because Big Brother's not letting us. And I hate politics is one thing I try to stay away from, guys. I'll talk religion all day long because we've got the backing to go at that. But politics, we've taken the ability of that to go away. And I've told the story about the World War II vet and when that changed. But yeah, I mean, I have women that get mad at me for holding the door for them. A bun, Dawn. A bedded bun. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm just going to call you Dawn. But I get women that fuss at me for holding the door. I make Eli hold the door for women. And I'll have people fuss at me for that. And, it's so disheartening to me that we've taken the ability of us to simply be men and women. There's nothing wrong with being a man. Being a man means when you see another man disrespecting a woman, doing something that's so inappropriate, that you take that evil and you teach that lesson through the rod. You punch that dude right in the mouth. I'm sorry. I tell you, like, if I'm going to tell you right now, and I can tell you in high school it happened. I had an individual that groped a female. I laid him out. You know what the principal said to me when he came over? Why did you do that, Chris? Because he groped her up in the midsection. He turned around and looked at me. He said, "You do that?" And as the kid was picking himself up off the ground, he said, "Yes." He said, "Bet you won't do that again." And it was over. He walked away. That young lady and me became very good friends. But it's just it's bad. We have freedoms. We should be able to do any of that we're not infringing on someone else. You shouldn't be a jerk. You shouldn't be a chauvinistic pig. You shouldn't be someone that says a woman can't do anything. A woman has the ability to do a lot of things a man can't. A man has some abilities that a woman that can't. It's just life. It's the way God made us, not the way humanity made us. It's the way God made us. When I've dated, all I have found is little boys dressed in men's clothing, not trying to bash men, just observation. She Bear Acres, that's because we're not raising men. We don't allow people to be this. I tell people this all the time. I have a good friend that I was just that just went through a divorce, and we went through stuff. You got to let a man be a man if you want a man. That's common sense. If you want a man, you don't need somebody that Wildcat Hollow Farms. How are you? Welcome in. You can't take and want somebody that's going to cry on your shoulder. You can't take and want a man that's going to go get his nails done and have his pedicure done. Guys, these hands work. I bite my fingernail off as quick as I'll clip one off. I mean, I'm beat up, rugged, got a big old beard and everything else. Do I enjoy going to get a massage? Heck yeah. Do I enjoy going to a really good restaurant? Yes. Can I go see the opera? Yes. Those are things that are likes. When you try to take a man away from being a man, you're not going to get a man. It's like you have certain people that come from California that move into Texas and Tennessee and North Carolina, and they are what they consider conservative. But then they bring it over here and I don't want no pickup truck parked in my driveways in my homeowners association. Well, welcome to the South. Everybody drives a pickup truck. You can't say I'm conservative and I want to be able to have the rights to do this, this, and this, and then say, oh, I don't want a pickup truck here because I don't like the way a pickup truck looks like. It's the same thing. You can't say, I want a man. I want somebody that can go out here and work on the car, that can fix the tractor, that can grow a garden, that can till the land, that can help me do all this stuff. But then say, I don't want your hands to be dirty, honey. I don't want you to smell like a man because you've worked hard all day. You can't do that. You really can. It's just, but anyway, I'm on one of those soapboxes. We supposed to be talking about how God plays into everything on the homestead, which I guess this does. Uh-oh. Did I make somebody mad, Hard Knock Farms? I hope not. And it's not beating up on anybody. It's just let a man be a man, let a woman be a woman. Let's see. Rosework and Ingram, C.S. Lewis called the kind of men or mainstream wants men without chest. I would agree with that. I'm getting covered up with moths. Not any bugs that are biting, but moths all over my legs for some reason. Oh, those are nice chairs. I'm missing it. I'm sorry. My husband gets pedicures to remove the painful calluses from his. Hey, awesome. He's doing it for a reason. If I was going to be in a wedding or I'm going to do something like that, I'm going to scrub my fingers. I'm going to make myself look nice. I'm going to get it all done. But I'm just saying, you can't ask. You go ask any mechanic that works on a car all the time, that's fingers are full of grease and that, they like their hands to be taken care of too. They treat their hands very well because it makes their living. You ask a farmer, they're taking care of their hands pretty good too, but they're there. I saw the actress in the movie. She said she was pansexual. What the heck? What is pansexual? Let me know what that is. Beth McDonald, amen, Chris. Mary Clevener, hi, sorry I'm late. You're not late. You're always on time, Mary. We're into some interesting conversations tonight. So, you just, pansexual means that you fall in love with the person's personality, which I thought you fell in love with people's personality to begin with. I don't understand it either. Oh, okay. But I guess what she's saying is that she can fall in love with man or woman or dog or anybody else with a crazy deal. But anyway, I'm still here. I'm enjoying listening. City Girl Country Heart. It's been interesting. It's weird. It is weird. April, no limited to sexual preference with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity. Yep. Here's the funny part. I just heard the other day on the news. I was listening to the radio, and I heard that the LGBT community was now against all the other letters because they said that that's a choice. Being gay or lesbian is something they're born with, but everything else, all those other letters, they're trying to distance themselves for because bisexual, transgender, all of that is is a is a choice. I don't know. Oh my gosh, do weird. Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting into some craziness here. We live in a very weird world today. Yes, we do. Very weird. But yeah, so I was like, wow, all the sexual thing is so confusing anymore. Yeah, but here's the crazy part. I can go say I like to have sex with animals and all that, and I'm good. But if I walk up to a woman and said, "You have beautiful eyes," I'm going to jail. I I can go say and do things that are actually in the law books. I can go and break the law and not get in trouble, but I can go tell someone they have beautiful eyes and have a lawsuit and jail time. How in the world does that work? Let's see. So, people, I'm trying to read some things here. PC police will get you. Yeah, the PC police are probably going to get this one for Blessings Farm. It's in the middle, so surfing the same systems of international. So sad that our children have to grow up in this day and age of Sodom and Gomorrah. The busy little house, they don't. That's what I preach. That's what, if I have to preach, say I'm preaching anything, that is exactly what I'm preaching. They don't have to go in here. Teach your kids the right way, then defend them tooth and nail. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to stand up and say what's right. Don't be afraid to use the Constitution of the United States of America if you have to. I guess we've gotten the attention of some people tonight with our fun stuff here. So let's get rid of some of them. Let's see, where you at? It won't let me do. They won't let me get it. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Whoa. There we go. Remove. Report. Hey, okay. I had to get rid of some people there for a few minutes. So anyway, and here once again, like I said before, I've defended your right to be able to think and do anything that you want to do. Anything. That's up to you. That's your right. You're the one that's going to judge you is Jesus Christ. I'm not going to judge you. You have the right. But don't get mad at me when I exercise my right to say I don't believe in it and this is the way that it is. You cannot come down on me for expressing and holding the rights that I defended for you to have when you're here. If you want to have an adult conversation, I'll have an adult conversation, but don't come at me in a battle of wits with as an unarmed man or woman, because I've got mine. I've got what I need. When I worked in daycare, we were told not to call the babies boys or girls because they may choose to be different when they grow up. And this was 2000, 10, 15 years ago. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Jen, I know that's Jen now on here. Um, it is it is absolutely crazy. I have a good friend whose wife is a doctor of psychiatry for children. Doctor of psychiatry for children, and says that her son, who is the biggest boy I've ever met, 100% all boy, and is says, bring him pink stuff if you want to his birthday. We want him to be able to know that he could be a girl if he wants to be. I'm missing some stuff here. But anyway, Mims, I don't know what that one meant, so I texted Chris once. You texted me, Sherry's Nation, or did you email me? You can send me another one if I'm doing. Squint Eastward, cringe. What are we cringing? I thought I'm not a mod here and tried to delete a comment and all that. Keyword is adult. Yes, adult. Text. I think the child transgender stuff is cruel. Children are nothing but sexual. Usually taught to. Yeah, exactly. Here in Quebec, they are trying to pass a law to not even write the gender on the birth certificate. Absolutely. But then if you ask for it to be put on there, then it'd be considered neglect. Life with Linda. Sorry, I'm so late. You're not late. Life with Linda. You're right on time. Makes me sick. We are being cautious, Chris, since the subject is being in sexual drills. Okay, well, let's do this. We've talked about it in depth, so let's change it up a little bit. Let's go on to a different subject. So let's talk. We're going to do canning next week, but let's talk about that. I just told you guys that I did. I did the jalapeno deal beans tonight. Give me some good ones. I know, Mims, you've got to have something crazy that you do. Um, with some food that's different. Me and my mom always do the pickle beans and corn mix, which are awesome. So, who else on here does some craziness? Anyone? I'm going to plant a fall garden. I'm just now getting ready to start doing it. I've never done a fall garden. Never. I want to say having faith like a child is one thing I've learned from those kids on the homestead. Yep. That's a hard one, Sonia, mental health and homesteading. Wildcat says his fall garden will be beer and squirrels. You got to go do some foraging, Wildcat. You'll be home by that time. You'll be able to put some stuff out of there. Deer meat is good. Oh, I got our new hunting regulation manual today. We have our we have an antler deer hunt that's now August the 23rd through the 25th for to be able to kill a deer in velvet. And I'm hoping to get ELYN on a deer during that. We did some seed starts for a fall garden. Chris, what did you start, Gossmania? Lucian Skywalker, fermented pickles, spicy green tomatoes. Ooh, what do you do in your spicy green tomatoes, Lucian? I love green. I did. My mom did green tomatoes, jarred green tomatoes last year, and I may do some of those this year. Who's going away? Good night, City Girl Country Art. Good night. You know what, Squint Eastwood? If you can get that information and do something up on that, I would love to do that. I'm wanting to can some of the trout that I catch. Gossmania, yes. Email me. Can you start a window herb garden at any time of the year? What are the best herbs to grow? Mary Cleveland, you can start an indoor garden. Thing is just when it's real hot, you want to make sure you're not leaving them in that sunlight all day long to get beat down on, unless your house is really cool, and then you can get away with it. Sweet and spicy watermelon pickles. Interesting. Um, I've never canned fish before either, Squinties, but that's why I was saying if you can get the information from her. I plan to do some tomato sauce, pizza sauce. I am buying a matter from a local farmer. Maters. I got you. I did some good tomatoes today, and actually, when I was cooking them down, there now there's one that I'll tell you about. Um, I don't know how you guys do your tomatoes, and I'm going to get in trouble for here, so I'm putting a disclaimer. This is the way I do tomatoes, and my mom does tomatoes. So disclaimer: this is not for you. This is how we do tomatoes. I don't water bath tomatoes, and I don't pressure can tomatoes. We take our tomatoes, we score them, we drop them in boiling water, we put them in cold water, we peel them, we quarter them, we put them in a pot, we cook them. Once it comes to a hard roll boil, we turn it down where it stays hot, cook it for 30 minutes. We get our jars hot and our lids hot. We pour our tomatoes in through a funnel. We wipe the lids. We put a teaspoon in a quart or a tablespoon in a quart, half tablespoon in a pint. We put the lids on, we seal them, we wrap them in blankets, and we let the jar seal. So that's how we do our tomatoes. Well, let's do that. Let's just let's do that too. All right. Yeah, I mean, I did the first run. I used to do them and put vinegar or put lemon juice or anything of them. Then my mom goes, "Why are you doing that? Why are you trying to can tomatoes like that?" She said, "You just need to cook them and do them this way." So um, I just reported that one. So they'll be gone. So be good to go. We may get overwhelmed here soon, guys. Let's get that one too. Trying to jump in here, guys, but y'all are too quick. Can't get a hold of them. They're done. Excellent job. Mary Cleveland, how are you? For those that are leaving out, keep Big Bear Homestead in your mind. Yeah, keep them in mind, guys. We got up to 98 tonight, so that's awesome. Hammer the trolls. Goodbye, trolls. Yeah, that's why there's so much blue on this channel. For some reason, I tend to stir them up quite a bit. Do a video, Chris, on how you do your tomatoes. The next run I'll do a video. I'll show you guys how I do that. And, well, I don't know if I want to do that or not. That might be some legalities. Because I'd hate for someone to do it, get something wrong, and get botulism and die. Let's see. I'd like to ask for prayers for a friend that lost his wife this morning, and also for my Phil that slipped and fell and cracked his bell. Ooh, yeah, put him in there. If anybody else needs prayers, throw them in here for us, and we'll do that. Don't forget Big Bear. Also, don't forget to. Well, I keep missing people. So, and don't forget to continue your prayers for everybody. Carol's still on here from Fishes and Loaves. Remember that you need to keep her in her prayers, her mom. Good night. There's another one right there. Type 2 diabetes is scary when they come to your 2 feet. Yeah. Big Bear Homestead's PayPal is put up right there by Mims's Garden. If you guys can do $1, $2, help them out right now. I know they have a lot of things coming up here shortly. That this is putting a big trying to play on here too with you guys. So anyway, not good, Donna Ritchie. We'll get your prayers in there for you. Yeah, there's so many of us that need good prayers. I'm gonna put myself on that list tonight. Put me on there. Um, you know, we've got a lot of things still going on. I do have our annual HOA meeting to go to, and on the agenda is to discuss the legal actions that need to be taken for violators. So we're going to see where that one goes. Yeah, I know you do, Mims, but I enjoy it too sometimes. And it's running off a lot of views. Hey, we hit to 100, so good to go. I'll think of all you guys this week. Squint Eastwood, I hope so. Lisa Hopkins, do you watch this just to jump in with crazy comments? Yeah, that's what people do. And most of them are children, Lisa Hopkins. Have some financial. Yeah, Gossmania. You had asked for those last week, and I put you in there. So yeah, let's pray for them that they get through there. Remember, guys, God wants us to be productive, happy, enjoying life, and living this life in the same manner as we're looking forward to living in the kingdom of heaven. So keep that in mind. He wants us to live it today fully. He wants us to be happy. He wants to be prosperous. He wants us to overcome anything that's in our way. You're right on point. Prayers for those in need. Your twist on canning tomatoes is interesting. Gary B, thank you. That's my mama's deal. She's done it since I was born. And I actually called her today, and I'm like, are you sure I'm still doing this right? Because I've watched so many canning videos, and we've not died yet. So anyway, I might need to ask you some questions about solar hookup later on. Sherry's Nation, email me. We'll go through that. I'll help you what I can. I'm not an expert. There's another individual that gets on here. I don't know if they're still on here, and that's Considerate Joy Homestead. The husband's name is Lindy. If you go to Considerate Joy Homestead, he actually holds several pending patents on alternative energy. He's huge into wind turbines and stuff, and is knowledgeable on solar. So I'll answer what I can ask, but he might be a channel to go check out too. She does a lot of gardening and canning as well. There they are. Considerate Joy Homestead. Which one is it? Who's on there? So they are awesome. Brandy Twiddle, what care are you looking forward to planting in your farm garden? What are you looking forward to planting? I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of the cabbages and stuff and greens. We like greens. We like field greens. Oh, you guys are on good. I just told Justin. I just told you. I'm trying to catch up. Thank you very much. Fish in love. Oh well, I'll have to go. Consider it joy. Homestead just said, hey, you got a new one there. Consider it joy. And a very good one too. Gossmania is awesome. He's a wealth of knowledge. Lindy is a wealth of knowledge. I still got to get my wind turbine done and stuff. I've kind of switched. Yeah, it's Julie and Lindy. Dave Northwater, what's up? Just saw you on here. Hardneck, don't be afraid to ask. Offer them freely for others and ask for yourself. I don't know what I missed, but absolutely agree with that statement. Prayers for our family. Lots going on right now. Amy, we got you on there if you need to talk or Brett needs to talk. Marco Polo me. I'm just experimenting with. Now I have cut my electric down. Yeah, it's you have to be willing to either just cut the cord or ease your way into it. So, Chris, I think your beard is growing. You're growing on demand. Yeah, it's my beard actually did take a little bit of a spurt and got a little longer. I haven't cut it or anything, so ELYN keeps fussing at me and saying I can't cut it. So, hey, I'm happy. I'm happy, gay. Yeah. Praise the Lord. I like getting on there too. So, anyway, good night, April Hill. Thank you. And thank you for giving us our subject for next week. I appreciate that. Mo Homesteading. Trolls are silliness. Yes, they are. If you're on here, Josie, that's here in my local area. I don't know what your channel name is or what your handle, for lack of better words, is on here. If you're on here, send me the pictures of the potato patches and stuff. Say hello so I know your name on here. I meant to say that earlier. Yeah, Georgiana Malone. It mostly is, but hey, and let me explain something to you guys too. For you guys that are creators and running channels, sometimes when you see somebody comes in and says raid on your channel, it's not a bad thing, depending on who it is. Sometimes you have other channels that'll shout you out. I know Hot Sauce Junkie. It's a great if you like hot stuff, it's pretty cool. It's not in the homesteading realm. He grows a lot of peppers himself and stuff, but they'll go on and he'll mention something up, and one of the other channels will grab it and say, let's go raid that channel because I know he's doing a live on Wednesday, and you'll have like 30 new people come in on your live and comment and stuff, and they're not always bad when they do that. So Rose Working Ingram, I know that name, guys. What did we delete there? 2. I think Rose Working Ingram is okay, guys. Rose is good. So if you'll go back and unblock her there, I'm trying to get it. Whoops. Ow. Maybe. Oh, it won't let me do it. Okay. I think you're good, Rose. Let's see. I just missed somebody on here. Richie or something like that. Dan Richie. Botulism come in food is not cooked well enough and can kill you. Yes, it does. And that's why I said on the tomato things, you have to choose what you're going to do. That's not a recommendation. But if you do it right, the salt works out pretty good in there. And tomatoes are pretty high in acid. So she isn't hidden on my end that I can see. I think I unhit her. So she's good to go now. Botulism is something you do not want to play with, for sure. So we still got 71 people on. We hit 106. Thank you, trolls. I wonder how many thumbs down I've got. I don't see any showing at the top. So where we're at. I've seen a couple of flashes for some new subs. So who knows? So we do have our subject. We have scripture coming from Country Girl. City Heart. 2 thumbs down, Life with Linda says. Oh, man. Still counts as a view. The busy little house. I'm not asking for them, but they come. Trust me. Ain't nothing you can do. All right, here's a goal for me, guys. All of you guys are pretty dedicated on here to helping out. So I have a personal goal. The monetization, hitting those numbers, they all were about hitting my numbers, not about the money part of things. I have another goal that I want to get for myself. So here's my goal. I'm going to try to produce the best video I can here in the next day or two. And with the new camera and test it out and do some stuff. It's probably going to be about a 30-minute video, but I want to get a video to 10,000 views. The for the one that caused so much hurt, I love you video is I think it's really close to that, but I would like to do one on a happier note that can get there. It's just something I want to do. So I'm not sure exactly if somebody can someone look at that one up and tell me how many views is on there? For the one that caused so much hurt, I still love you. Yeah, it's just something. I try to set little goals for me. 1 month to ELYN and Chris's birthday. Yay. Yep. 24th will be me and ELYN's B-Day. We are there. She's wanting to have a unicorn princess birthday. Just don't shower in a van with a snake. Hey. Nah. I'd probably get less. 7,718. So that one's gotten 7,718 views. We would love for an autism awareness video to go out viral. Or asthma. I don't know why I said autism. Asthma. We might do a collaboration on that one, Gossmania. Let's do some stuff on that. Send me some information and stuff. You two have the same birthday. That's really, yeah, we do have the same birthday. That was the best birthday present ever. My battery is dying. The Thrifty VG. I'm sorry. See you later. Good night. Good night, everybody. Thanks for the Hive and the Homestead. Good night. Oh, so y'all need to do Molly challenge. Yeah, Homesteading. I've actually thought about that one to do that one. So I need to do that. The actual challenge is over, I think, but I'll do the autism awareness is a good one too. I'd like to do the asthma awareness because I think that's one that gets left out. TNR is the answer. Get up challenge. No, I can't do the get up challenge. I can dance a little bit. Yeah, that might be a good one for ELYN to do. I told Mom her video on the garden tour actually did really well. And you know what? I did that video on my phone, and I didn't realize that my phone doesn't automatically. I've got it set up when I upload on my computer that it automatically monetizes. And she had like 1,100 and something views within the first 11 hours, and it wasn't monetized. So I was like, dang it. So, Chris, you handled that so well. What did I handle? What did I get? Uh-oh. Yeah, they do have good unicorn decorations. Anyway. Good night, 4 blessings, Jen. Ed, good night. Let's see. I don't know what I missed up there that I handled well, but oh well. Molly till September 1st for the prize. I'm not worried about the prize. I just think that's a good one. I got Chris playing some Simon says with, hey, that was one of the funnest things I've had done. I actually I think I'm going to try to get a hold of Doug and Stacey and see if they're going to have a kids area, and if they are, I'm going to request to be able to go play Simon Says with the kids. Fight for EpiPens to be on all flights. Many deaths due to untreated as contented. Yeah, contented spirit. That's a good one. That's nice. What did I miss? The busy little house. Repost it for me. There we go. Hey, Gossmania, start a challenge. Gossmania, start a challenge. Put it up. I'll help you push it. Asthma challenge. You come up with what it is, and I'll help put it up. You got like 5 people right here on this channel that are willing to do it. Let me know when you do the challenge, and I will add it to the playlist and send it on. Okay. I will do that. We might do that tomorrow. They spoke of the get up, but I said Chris can't even do the sit down challenge for too long. Hey, you're right. The busy little house. I can actually dance when I need to, but I don't need to do that one. Do a challenge, Gosh May Homestead. I will share the heck out of it and might join in. I used to have asthma. Hey, do it. See, Gosh Mania, you got like 10 people right here. There's you another one. Consider it, Joy. Good stuff. You can even ride bulls. I know you made that for me. Yeah, see what you can come up with. I'm sure you guys can do it. You guys start it, and we'll get it done. 2 of my nieces have asthma. Yep. I at one point in time they said I had asthma, but I think, and that was I think that was due to some medication that I was on because I've not had too much issues with it recently. Hernet Farms, you couldn't dance, you'd break into pieces. Oh, I was told by ELYN I had to ask you guys to do something. And I've kind of dropped the ball. There's 60 people left in here. She is sad. ELYN is sad, guys. She's not gotten any letters in almost a month. No letters since Mims's Garden then bought her a package of stuff and they sent it back to her. But we're not looking for gifts. She just wants some letters. Actually, Kirsty's daughter Melody sent ELYN a letter. So, yeah, so y'all need to send her some letters. You don't have to buy her anything. Send her a letter in the mail. P.O. Box 13, UNICOI, Tennessee, 37692. And we're getting ready to send one to you guys too, Kirsty. But she was sad. She's like, why is nobody sending me letters anymore? You need to tell them tonight to send me some letters. Nope, Brenda, we can't have a sad ELYN. Yep. Thanks, Heather. All right, I think she's going to be overwhelmed. Parents smoking. Yeah, Carol, my mom, my dad smoked too. Chris, get her a ukulele. Sounds like some daddy having to stay up. Your skills are great, by the way, busy little house. Karen is one of the most modest people on earth. Her garden is absolutely amazing. Her and Piney Haven Homestead's Pine Knot Homestead. Their gardens are amazing, like literally being magazines, and Jess's garden, magazines type crazy. And Busy Little House says, my garden looks not good, and I'm kind of ashamed of it, and it's absolutely stunning. I don't want to hear you anymore, Karen, about your garden not looking good. Just be quiet. She could learn from Brooke. Bought her ukulele. Yes, Brooke can play that ukulele. Yes, back to ELYN. Uh-huh. Back to ELYN. I hear you, Karen. Kathy DeGrot, hello. I love a graphic design. Okay. Heading out. Night all. Take care. Good night, Beth McCullen. Thank you for coming in. I was talking about how you handled the one who caused hurt. I still love you. Yeah, that's the way it should be. We should fix that problem, because every time there's a false accusation on a good person because someone doesn't understand terminology and what it means, um, a kid's getting beat, sexually abused, or killed because there's an agent of CPS at my house investigating me because I live off grid. Guys, I have a 200 something $1,000 home. My home is beautiful and it's not done, and that's the replacement value on it right now. It's like 169 without the property. So, and that's not trying to brag. It's just people are stupid. And in Northeast Tennessee, that's a pretty expensive home. Um, but it just makes me mad. Uh-oh, Rainbow 505. Guys, you don't have to send her a gift. You can send her a card if you want to. That's up to you. You can do whatever you feel led to do, but my back of my leg is getting pinched for some reason. Ow. It's our mixed up society. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, we are going to do a barbecue here for our birthday. I've got those. I've been saving them. I know I said I was going to do them a while back. I've been saving those 4 hams that we got off of our old spot pigs, and I'm going to smoke them all. We're going to have a big barbecue, and then everything that's left, I'm going to do that canning video I've been promising you guys. Also, my dad got some really good news the other day. Someone sent her a drum set to drive Chris crazy. Sherry's Nation, you need to stop. She loves music. We're getting ready to do swim classes. But anyway, so we're going to do those smoked hams, get those in those, and show you guys some meat done. But my father has a friend we have a friend who owns a big pumpkin farm, and the deer have been eating his pumpkins. So the state gave him 6 permits to harvest 6 deer now, and then he gets 6 more after he takes those 6. So a total of 12 deer out of that area. And so I'm going to have more meat to put in jars. A single dad home says, you never answered me on Marco when we catched what fertilizer did you use on that tomato. Mims's garden, I know I didn't. So I'm going to knock on wood when I say this. I have put not one thing on my garden this year, guys. Nothing. Not organic and not no organic pesticides, no chemical pesticides, nothing. And I'm going to show that picture, Mims, so that everybody understands what you were commenting about. So where are you at? That is not it. I'm hoping that is not it. Media Canon. I switched out my SD cards in here. So let me see if I have a picture of that. Let's see. Was it on here? I'm not looking at this, guys. For a second, I'm trying to find a picture to show you guys. So if you're chatting with me, I'm sorry. I might have sent it to my mom. I really want to show you guys this picture. I know it's on the other SD card. And I know I sent it to a couple of people. Oh, there's who I sent it to. All right. So, guys, this is the biggest tomato out of the garden this year. And like I said, I've put nothing on the garden, period. I've put no fertilizers in the garden. I've put nothing except for an egg in each tomato plant and planted them. And this, oh, let's see if I can get it to go in over here. Let me clean that screen a little bit. That might help. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that one ain't going to work. I don't know. Well, I'm trying, guys. Let me see if I turn down the. Oh, that's not going to work either. All right. All right. Can you guys see that? That's the biggest tomato out of the garden this year, and I would say it's got to be 2 pounds. That's beside ELYN's head. So I use potting soil, and I use Joe Hoffman's super soil from out of Johnson City, Tennessee. That tomato was this big around, guys, and that thick and that big around. Yeah, and I've gotten some that are about this big around as well. That would be, I'd say, anywhere from 18 to 20 ounces. But that tomato right there, that would have been very close to 2 pounds. Poop my pet rabbits knocked water down, scared me. I dropped the phone. I'm glad I didn't lose the chat. Sorry, Hardneck, but that's funny. So yeah, that was a big tomato. It went into a jar tonight. So it's good. I bought a bushel of beans. My beans are doing okay, but I'm not going to get enough to can. So I bought a bushel of beans from Scott's farmers market, and they actually grow right here on the mountain as well. Now they're not all organic, but they do a lot of good stuff. Michelle P, it gives them a little bit of extra protein, and then the calcium from the shells it breaks down. That is something that Jess recommends doing in your things. And I did 4 tomato plants without the egg, and the ones with the egg stems are about this big around and thick and heavy, and the ones without are still thick and heavy, but not quite as big. Chris Levi woke up and heard you and wanted to say hi. Hello, Levi. Hey, buddy. How are you? I hope I didn't wake you up. Hey, there's a single lady in the house. She moves mountains. Oh my goodness, it is Wednesday. It has been crazy busy day with kiddos, aunt time. I can't remember what day is anyone anymore. Ha ha. Hi everybody. She moves mountains, the single ladies in the house. With the baby. I love hearing that, Chris. I tell everyone to go buy if you need more. When we lose strawberries, I told the boys that someone at the farmers market must need need the change. Yep. So I went down there and I plan on. They've got a really good sweet corn they do every year. I did can a little bit of the peaches and cream. Only got like 2 quarts, but we love corn. Um, No, you didn't wake him up. He has nasal drainage. That's a rough one for him. But I'm going to go pick up a whole sack of corn and get it jarred up too. Yeah, Gary B, that tomato would have rocked out with most any of them. I think I would have held my own with that tomato. That is a German Johnson, by the way. I will grow that tomato every year. I love, and all those tomatoes were the ones from Baker's Creek, the German Johnson that Jess sent me, and they are awesome. And I only had one of the giant green jades. For some reason, they did not do well this year as far as growing. They grew up, they got nice and big, thick stems, and then just died once I set them out. but I've got one that's made it, and it's huge. It's looking good. That ad I just watched was for White Castle. I left it, came back. Some of the guys, you don't get to choose the commercials that get put onto your videos. His breasts make the drainage worse. That is not good. Has he used his knife anymore? Gossmania? I have a big purple crim. Anyone else? It's big. I have some black crims that are producing really well, but there's nothing huge on them yet. But they just started producing a couple weeks ago, so I don't know how big they're going to get, but we're going to see. Um, that big tomato that I picked, that wasn't fasciated or anything either. That tomato is a solid tomato. Now, the German Johnsons, they kind of grow like this inward on the top, but that I did not let that one go like the big fasciated tomato I showed a while back, which was 3 big tomatoes together. Now it was big. That tomato was probably that big around. It probably went just under 2 pounds. I got a question. Anyone know what is wrong when you put your riding mower in reverse and it throws the belt off? The belt is stretched. Sherry's Nation. I would probably go get a new belt put on. I think it's called a black crim, not purple LO. I have to check the tag. Yeah, I bought 3 black crims from our local greenhouse and put them out, and it did pretty good. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a stretch belt on that, Sherry's Nation. I'm so excited. My plants have green baby tomatoes. So happy and huge success for this year. And the zucchini is starting to grow too. I'm excited. That's awesome. She moves mountain. Um, mine, yeah, I couldn't find any seed this year, busy little house. My cucumbers are finally putting on. I've got about 6 cucumbers on. After the ducks ate, I put out 6 new plants and they're doing good. That is funny. I see organic garden get Scots and all types of anti-channel commercials. A person who speaks out against Monsanto gets Monsanto. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty funny. Yeah, Katie is doing hard work all around in life right now. Um, if the belt's stretched, there's nothing really you can adjust too much. You'll end up causing more issues. And a belt at Tractor Supply shouldn't run you more than, I don't know, 15-20 bucks. They're not super hard to put on. Just remember how it came off. Pull the diagram up. Um, I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I'm doing my own zone out, look over here type thing. She has a new belt. Oh, might have bought the wrong size belt. I don't know. They may have given you the wrong size. I'm not sure. We're not a sub for sub channel, guys. So if you don't mind, do that. You come on. You want to be part of the channel, and you come on and you participate and stuff, and you do what you're supposed to do. Things happen. What can I do to get rid of little ants in my zucchini blossoms and grow bags? I would put some cinnamon down, Francine Kupik. Cinnamon, basil, dry basil works really good too, but cinnamon will coat really well. That does really good. Oh, did you put it on wrong? Sherry's Nation could actually be the wrong size. That's what I said too, Gus Mania. Yeah, Squint Eastwood, they take care of you, but they get you crazy. Hardneck Farms, good night. Appreciate you coming in. You always do a great job. Guys, go check out all the mods. If they're in blue, go check them out, which is most of you guys checking out each other. I don't know, Sherry's Nation. I don't know what that would be unless you have the clutch or some adjustment that's gone out. I don't know. That'd be a better question. Um, go on and email Four Blessings Farm and ask Ed. He's the tractor guru. He's really good at that. Rosework and Ingram, the grasshoppers are the bane of your existence right now. Go catch them and go fishing with them. Turn those grasshoppers into food. It's like me and my ducks eating all my neighbor's ducks eating all the cucumbers. We're just gonna have a duck dinner this winter. I have deer on the porch right now, guys. They start blowing. I'll take the. I've got the Canon microphone. I'll hold it out there and let you hear them. Yep, there's the link for Four Blessings. Yeah, he's gone. Her and Ed and Jen got off of here just a little bit ago. So, Brenda, thank you for coming on, and you are going to be at the live conference, so I can't wait to hug your neck. Good night. Which live watch live as Chris makes canned deer meat. Oh yeah, that's happening. We're gonna do it. If Dad kills them, we got to get them in the coolers, let them bleed out for a couple of days, and get them straight into jars. So I wish 60 hours a week. I wish 60 hours a week, and a husband who is immobile right now. I would love to go fishing. I understand that one. Hopefully he'll get mobile soon. Cherry Snow. I'll take some pictures of the deer for you around here. We got some beautiful stuff. My dad will actually get mad at me at times because if I've done a really good job and harvest what I need to do, I'll just take the camera into the woods. I really enjoy that. I'm actually going to film some of my hunts for the channel this year. There's live deer on the porch, Carol. we have two or three mamas and their babies that are right here. We got a bunch of apple trees on the property. And they come in and eat, and you'll hear them crunching outside, and then they'll start blowing at each other. Deer don't like each other coming into their feeding spots. Food forest permaculture. How are you? My mom was watching you yesterday. I walked in and she goes, I found this great new channel. It's called Food Forest Permaculture. I was like, awesome, Mom. They're good. They're on the live all the time. She's like, okay. She said, well, I subbed them. So, Mom likes you guys. Good night, Fairy Tale Creation. Tell the River Rat we said hello. Hopefully he gets in town soon. Make sure never to put it near the plant. I don't know what that was, so I missed that one. Thanks, Chris. I would love to see the deer pictures. Yeah, we'll get some pictures. We'll get some video of them too. The one mama deer will just stand out there. She doesn't run away from us at all. She comes and eats and leaves the baby back in the woods. So in another week or two, she'll start bringing that baby out, and we'll get to see it before it gets rid of its spots. So tell your mom thank you for me, please. I will do that. I will do that. Mom's getting more into the homesteading channels. Mom's garden is amazing. My mom is an amazing gardener, and I wished her health was a little bit better, because if we'd had this channel 5 years ago, you guys would have even liked her garden tour and stuff more. Her feet give her so much trouble. Oh, they are a trip. We only have Keys deer down below us, real small. Yeah, but they're real fun to watch. Hard to find though. When they get into the woods and stuff, they're gone. Can you guys get my hubby into YouTube? We'll get him on here, busy little house. What's he into? Does he like to hunt and fish? We'll have some of those videos coming up. Yep, the clutch can cause it to happen too. Sherry's Nation. I told him that is not getting a haircut from me until he goes live with me like a shaggy thing now. The busy little house. Oh, that's funny. You just need to get her to do a sit down interview from one of the fairy gardens. She'd do an interview with me. She'd come on there. My dad might be the one to do. I'd like to get them both to do one. That'd be pretty neat. Hey, I might do that. That might be the one I try to get to go to 10,000. I might do a how I got here with mom and dad kind of thing and get them to sit down and talk that way or something. That might be good. Rose working Ingram, good night. Yeah, dad's shoulder's been killing him. Hey, you want to talk about craziness? We went and we're going to redo mom's floor. She had a sagging little part on a room my dad just built like 6 years ago, and we got in there and tore it out. There was some termite damage, and you want to talk about craziness? We ended up having to tear out the whole floor, redoing everything. I don't know if we can get that picture to come in, but we took what should have been a 2-day job, and it's now like, wow, crazy. Yeah, that's a good one, Mims. But yeah, we just had to do all that. So dad jacked up and got some stuff done. My dad is an amazing carpenter, so he figures out ways to fix stuff that other people would have no clue how to fix. But anyway, let's do this. Oh, so do you? Oh yeah, yeah. That would be a good one to do with mom and dad. That'll be fun. Dad'll be the one to be hard to get to sit down and do it because he doesn't like to be on camera. I've caught him a couple times and he's been okay with it, but to sit him down and get him to do a whole video, I might get him to do one from a hunting blind though. If we were in a hunting blind, get him to do one. He might be able to do that. Mo homesteading, those words that he was trying to get us to say were not appropriate. So I know one that I want to bring up tonight that is a story that I haven't told. There's only 47 on here, but I've not shared this one a lot with anybody. But when I lived in Michigan as an air marshal, I took in a young man for a while. He was working with a buddy of mine that I was helping out that was trying to get over a drinking issue. And he had come up and was living with me up there. And was working at a pizza joint delivering pizzas. And he met this young man. His name was Wilson Algram. And he was from South America. He was adopted into the States. His mother and father, adopted mother and father, were missionaries that adopted him. His mother was a forced prostitute and was killed in front of him and his 6 brothers and sisters, from what I understood from the whole conversation, and in front of them. And the parents ended up getting him, bringing him to the States, and he ended up joining the National Guard. And his mom and dad, being missionaries, did not like the idea of him being in the military. So he was pretty well kicked out of his house and moved in. We had an extra room. I had a huge home as always. And I have a place for military. And my buddy came into the house and was telling me this story. And he came over to eat dinner. I told him, invite him over for dinner. We'll talk to him and see what he's doing. And I had my nephew at the time. I just got in custody a year or so before with him. And he came in and we sat down and we talked and we got to go on. I said, well, he was sleeping in his car. And I said, well, why don't you, I said, there's a spare room with a bedroom back there. Why don't you just, stay the night there? You don't have to sleep in your car, take a shower, do everything you need to do. So the next morning I said, we'll have breakfast and we'll talk. We talked and stuff and ended up giving him the room. He was deploying in like 5 months for his first deployment in Afghanistan. And he deployed um, and get choked up, guys. Wow. But he deployed, went over, and was a young man. He was a machine gunner like myself. His whole point is after his deployment was to come back and go active duty um, and serve this country that he wasn't born in, but he had taken on as his own. And he left. He went, was there for 3 or 4 months, and a new group of guys came in, and he was a machine gunner on a Humvee. And the new guy wanted to be up. They were going into a hotter area, and he pulled the new guy out because he was salty at this time, 3 or 4 months old, and took over the gun. And long story short, they hit an IED, and Wilson Algram died on December the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correct. And I was listed as the notification, so I got that knock at the door. But I got that call and was the one that had to tell them where to go see his parents and to report that to those folks. I had to go to his funeral and stuff. So remember Wilson Algram. Remember that name. And remember to keep that on your mind. Because that was a young man. He was only 21. And he gave up his life for us to have this conversation tonight. So I'm sharing that one as a sad story, but as a good story too, because that's someone that was taken out of some of the most horrific circumstances, that loved this country enough to give his life, to lay his life down for each and every person that's on here. And now he's with the good Lord, and he's there. So, and he did it for me. He did it for you guys. And if I'm not mistaken, the last I heard, his oldest sister, who they're all younger, they're all girls except him, went on to medical school. He left at that time, they took it up to $1 million life insurance policy, and he was smart enough to follow my advice and take it out to the fullest. And he left, I think it was like $200,000 to each one of his sisters and his mom and dad, and or $225,000. Anyway, she paid for medical school, and from what I understood, she was working on her doctorate and should be done with it by now, because that's been a couple of years ago. And so, Molly Joy, it's not heartbreaking. It's uplifting. Yes, he gave his life. Yes, he's no longer with us, but he gave his life for the American dream, truly the American dream. So he was a good young man. He really was. Very quiet. We played this game. I'll tell you a funny story about him. We played this game called I want to say it was Baldur's Gate. It was on the PS3 when it first came out, and you could take these characters and you could customize them and do these things with them, and you could develop certain things that they did. And he made this character. All it did was jump. He played this whole game. He never killed anything. He never fought anything. He jumped. So he jumped and jumped and jumped, and this guy can like jump over. It was like Superman leaping buildings in a single. And he would play this character all the stinking time, but he made that guy that would jump, and it was just nuts. Thanks, Katie Ann and Ozark and Hollow Homestead. I shared it because I try to keep his name out there. I don't remember it as much. Frugal City, how are you? Yeah, beautiful. Uh, Frugal Frugal City. Have I spoken to you before? What part of South Carolina are you in? But anyway, so sharing his name in a good way. My nose. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. My nose is running. I don't want to blow it on camera. I'm sorry, guys. Huh. Yeah, you heard that, but that's okay. At least I didn't do it in front of you. Growing Strong Roots Homestead. Let's see. I asked a question there of somebody. There you go. Howdy, busy little house. The Frugal City. Did you ever say where you were from? Upper Tip. I have a home in McCormick. That's the reason I was asking Frugal City. So, Carol Kathy Jefferson, what's your opinion on the Mueller investigation situation today in Congress? Oh, we're politics. We get into religion quite a bit, but we'll stay away from politics. I actually haven't watched his testimony. Susan for High Mims's Garden. Suzanne. Oh, homesteading. Where are you at? Where are you located? I'm a Virgo. Yeah, I was born on the cusp. The 24th on certain astronaut astrology calendars, it's the cusp. And other. Are you going to be at the life conference, Mo Homesteading? Yes, and ELYN is too. Yeah, ELYN and I share the same birthday, August the 24th. She was born at, I'm wanting to say, I've got it in the book over here, one something. Yeah, the one with Doug and Stacy. Should be pretty good. My internet buffering so bad. Hope all you have a beautiful night. Joy, listen, and read y'all's messages. Good night. Gary B, thank you for staying on so long, brother. Sorry you're buffering. Good night. God bless. You have to get tickets. They might have a few left. Mo Homesteading. It is actually the 4th and the 5th of August, which is like a Sunday, Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so I'm buffering, Mims. I'm showing I got full bars. The busy little house. There is no reason for you not to be at HOA then. 10 hours? Come on, girl. I know you got a passport. Don't play games. Oh, yeah, that's why. Nope. Can't. Our city fair is next week all the way through. I have an art booth. Oh, okay. Good to go. Okay, everybody's saying we're okay. Now and then buffering a little. If you're buffering every once in a while, try refreshing and it'll be there. We are talking about going to HOA. You should go, Julia and Lundy. You guys should get there. Oregon PBWF, you're still here. Thank you. You should go to the shindig too. You should just set up the shindig when you need to work on Daddy's house. And I need to ask you this too, Karen. If you want to email me this, that's fine. Are you trying to work on that house to sell that house? Are you guys trying to come down and work on it to get it sold? Oh, good. God saved you money today. That's awesome. My hometown, born and graduated from high school there. Oh, Sherry's Nation, good to go. Okay, so you're not trying to sell the house in South Carolina. Okay. Okay, good to go. I was going to say if there was things that you needed to do down there to get it on the market, that I might be able to help you with some of that because I know you're trying to work out stuff. I'll still help you if you need to go down there and keep it done. We can talk about that on an email. We'll send each other some emails. We are 9 hours from Hootenanny and can't go one of the meetups. Can't go. Yeah, that's a hard one. She moves mountains, but understand. Yep. Anybody that wants to write us a letter, ELYN would appreciate it. There's the address, email address up there as well. Grandma Sue Happy. Hey, hey. I don't think I got to say hi to you yet. Duncan County, Southeast Missouri is in the Boot Heel. Okay. I'm looking forward to going to Baker's Creek too. I'm hoping to get up there. I have two opportunities to really press for them in this area. Baker's Creek is not really big here in Northeast Tennessee. It is right across the line in North Carolina, but not as much right here in Northeast Tennessee. And I gave away quite a few seeds of my own last year, and everybody that's there is sold. But I have the opportunity to represent Single Dad Homesteading and Baker's Creek at the had the baby late tonight. Yeah, I know. I heard. Hope you guys are okay. So I'm hoping to get something worked out with them for both of those harvest festivals. And that neighbor has offered to help with other jobs. Been down for a while. Feels nice. I missed something there. I know I asked you a question, but I missed something. So let's back up. One of my first videos are of me digging the culvert got put in today in neighbor for peanuts. Nice. All right, so who on here grows peanuts? Just because I saw the peanut thing. And is it too late for me to plant peanuts? Because we bought peanuts to plant as an experiment for ELYN, and I found them today, and I'm like, uh-oh. Is it too late for me to do that? Are they good through the heat of the summer? Because August will probably be one of our hotter months. Oh, cool. Mo Homesteading. We'll probably see you at that one. I'm going to try to do that too. I have to wait on the Lord. I got spanked today with the same virus. No good. Oh, I don't want to grow peanuts. Wish I could tell you, but I'm guessing in the South it's fine. So did you just plant peanuts, the busy little house, or how's your germination time period for peanuts? Because I'm thinking I might be okay. They like the heat, but mine have been slow, Chris. My peanuts took a while. Oh no, I do. Want to grow peanuts. You do want to grow peanuts, okay? Yeah, deep south is in the middle of the heat. I'm just wondering if up here I would have enough time to grow them. Georgiana Malone, good night. Thank you. Let's just do that. Pow, right off the back. I caught that one. Ha 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 ha. Good challenge. Yeah. My nose is going crazy tonight, guys. See, I'm up on the mountain and we're a little different than everybody. I could probably grow them at my mom and dad's house and be fine with it, but I want to grow them here so she can play with them. So we'll see what happens. I might just plant them and see where they go and then move them inside if I need to. I'll plant them in a container. Somebody told me to plant them in a container, and then when they're over, all you got to do is turn it over and all your peanuts are there. I'd like to plant them in a see-through container so she could see them growing in there because she swears that peanuts don't grow in the ground. I got something going crazy outside. Hold on a second, guys. Something might be in my chickens. Okay, I'll be back in a second. I got something in my chicken coop. So hold on. I'll be back. And yes, I have a license. I'll be back. Let me go see if I've got chickens getting attacked. I'm back, guys. Sorry. That was a big old raccoon that I couldn't get a shot off on. Oh, sorry about that. No raccoon in the chicken coop. Nothing got taken. My one rooster runs around, tangled with it a little bit, but he looks okay. You wouldn't have heard a loud noise, Suzanne Moore, Hampshire. Should have come back with a fur coat. Okay. Barn. Yeah, the one got in a fight with my big rooster that's out, but he does a good job. I'm still buffering. I'm sorry, consider it joy. Yeah, I have license. I have a class 3 license, so I have some suppressed firearms. With the suppressor, so it makes no noise. So that's part of being a retired federal law enforcement officers. We applied for that and good to go. They are nasty. How did he get in? He wasn't in. He was on top of the coop. So, but I've got one rooster that's out that. Nope, he's back. Where am I? Oh man, where did he go? No luck. Holy smokes. Sorry, guys. Close that door. I have a guard chicken too. He does a good job. That's how I heard just now. The goats were away that time. I guess when I went out the first time, he went into the goat pen and scared the goats up. You can babysit, Francine. Babysit those chickens. Yeah. Nope. I didn't shoot anything. No shots at all. I was just out there and he kept hitting the. You can babysit chickens and they're considered pets in Chicago. Look it up. There's a whole channel on how to get away with keeping chickens in Chicago. I was getting up to do the get up challenge to take care of my chickens. Yes, love the rooster, husband said. It was a fighting rooster. Yep. You'll be canning raccoon meat by tomorrow. The next time, take the camera. Yeah, but I can't figure out how to get if it's got night vision on it. I got night vision too, but it doesn't work too great with the pistol. So I was getting up quick. I might have knocked you guys out of place a little bit. I actually am getting a little less signal, so let me see if there we go. That gave it all back to us because I closed the door. It's cold. It's cool here right now. It is saying that it's 68 degrees right now. So that's a little cooler than what it has been. So anyway, I lost half the people that were on here. We're at 36. So sorry, guys. But yeah, cool is good right now, as hot as it's been, the humidity and stuff. So sorry I had to run off like that. Apologize. There's the first yawn. We're at 2 hours and 37 minutes, so we're not far from being done with this tonight, guys. Daryl's still here. Two family, what's up, Daryl? I missed your guys' thing the other night. I saw the advertisement, 1.5 million in however many hours or what that was. I missed that whole thing, Daryl. Did you get on here early enough to see my new toy? I wonder who suggested first that I ended up with this. Looky there, Two Family Homestead. Could that be the DJI Osmo action camera? And that slow roll. Turn around so you get the whole view. Oh, yeah. There you go. You saw it. Cool. I wasn't sure if you were on here earlier. Or early enough to see that one. I did that pretty earlier. So awesome. Hope everything's going good. I hope Miss Sherry's feeling well. Can't wait to get to see you. She'll have to look that up. Don't need grass for chickens. You don't need. Yeah, you will, Francine. There's a bunch of stuff there. You can raise fodder and stuff too if you want to have green for them. Squint, where are you? Squint Eastwood. You cyber stalking. Cool. I have to get a better camera. I'm using my phone. I'm going to tell you what, Piney Haven Homestead. Some of the phones shoot great video. I don't know which one Mims uses, but her videos are awesome. She shoots a lot of her video right off her phone, most every bit of her video off her phone. I just wanted a camera that was smaller. This thing with all the accessories, 2 batteries, tripod, everything, when I break it down, literally goes into that little case that has a D-ring that I can throw on my side. So, I mean, it's got everything, SD cards, extra SD cards, charging cables, extra batteries, everything right there. So it's something to look in. In that little pocket, Osmo Pocket, it's a little stick that's got a rotating head on it at the top. And like I said, everyone that I've seen, she's got the iPhone 8 Plus, which is expensive as buying a nice camera. If you take and put the two Osmo Action and that Pocket together, the Pocket actually has a better picture in my opinion. So I'm backing the camper, leaving tomorrow for Michigan. Yeah, I wished I was seeing you on that one too, family. My phone would Shoot great video for someone else. Carol, come on. The cool part about that Osmo action camera is that it syncs with your phone, and I can use this as a monitor too. So, and then they have another piece to this that I want to get that I may be able to end up with off of the YouTube funds, because we might make enough next month to do that. But they have it's Osmo, it's a gimbal, and it's all put in together and stuff. But you can order this little piece that Ed from Four Blessings has that makes it like your phone, because the gimbal that they sell is for your cell phone, but they sell a weighted thing that makes it that camera the same as your cell phone, and you put it on, and it has tracking and the whole 9 yards on it. Which that has I think it's a 4 or 5 point gimbal built into it, so it's pretty cool. Someone needs to check on Chris. I'm right here. Are you all not seeing me? Shay's Nation, I'm right here. You said someone needs to check on me. Stephanie Walgreens, yes, I'm a Christian, but not in the modern day sense. I don't believe in this kind of church. I believe in this kind of church. And I profess that wholly. So now you've put yourself in a position where we're just not going to deal with silliness. Screen is still frozen on when you left. Sorry. I have to get. Oh, I'm trying to get you. I didn't mean to do that. Let's unhide you if that was. Okay. I don't know what I did. Why did we get Piney Haven? Rock Bottom Homestead, thank you very much. Hey, I think we accidentally hit Piney Haven Homestead. I have to get more videos up. Thyroid have been jerking me around. I want to sleep all day. I understand that. My mom's done that stuff. Let's unblock Piney Haven Homestead if you've still got her blocked. We went to hit the wrong one. And anyway, understood on that one. It was real close. Big Bear. Hey, brother. Hope the wife is feeling good. We've been praying for her quite a few times on here. She's still awake. Are you guys still keeping her awake, or what's going on? You're okay, Piney Haven. I think someone was trying to stop that other one and accidentally clicked yours. It gets to rolling so fast sometimes. Big Bear just came in, guys. So it came about, but I consider Joy leave early for Nanny Lundy. Has some work in Cherokee Nation. Hey, well, at least you're getting to go up that way. Consider Joy. You guys have a good night and be good to go. Letting her sleep some. Just keep an eye on her. She'll be all right. Hope she's not too bad sore tomorrow. You have to baby her tomorrow. Keep her love. Put her on that pedestal, brother. Yep. Keep waking her up. She'll be grouchy in the morning, but that's okay. How are you doing? Did you keep your temper and didn't go off on the docks? I hope so. Give that up to the man upstairs, bub. Wow, what time is it there? It is 12:40 here, Mo Homesteading. We're known for doing marathons. We're going to go for 15 more minutes, guys, and then we'll get off of here. Francine Kupich. Robin was in a T-bone car crash today. It flipped her car, and yeah, good for you, Jason, to do that. She is okay. They did CT on her head and her abdomen. Everything came out good, but it beat her up real bad, and she is having to be woken up every once in a while just to make sure there's no concussion or anything of that nature. Anytime you get hit like that, you get slight concussion. Yeah. Yeah, Oregon, we're a little bit ahead of y'all. So that's the story for Big Bear. They've had it rough from getting getting some injustice on some things going on, and then a car wreck. And but one of the things that everybody's done, Mims has started a little thing that is linked straight into Big Bears. They've got some trips and stuff coming on. This wreck is hit them up pretty big. So if you got $1 or $2 or whatever, everybody's throwing in on there to kind of help some of this travel cost and cover some of the stuff for them in between. So everyone have a great night. I have to get up at 4:30. We'll be here soon. Hugs, prayers to all you guys. Good night, Piney Heaven Homestead. Thanks for coming in. We'll call you tomorrow, Big Bear Homestead. Yep. This community is amazing. We take each other and everything else. Francine, there's the information Mims just posted. Prayers are what they need more than anything. She's going to be out of work for a while, so there'll be some lost wages and income there. So we'll see what we can do. Did the car actually flip? Jason, that's what I heard, but I've not gotten to speak to you yet other than earlier when it first happened. Well, I got to go to sleep about 12 hours. Let me get up. Yep, Gossmania, God bless you guys. We love you. Hug all the family, all them children's for me. Tell Levi I hope he's enjoying himself. Don't cut his finger off. Sherry, you must be. I'm going to say something to Sherry here. Hold on. Let me see if I can get her to. I've been back for a while. Refresh your screen. LOL. I think that let's go ahead and get rid of that one too. Yeah. Sherry's Nation, I've been back. Hopefully you got there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Gossmania. So maybe she'll get the. Let's see what the. Yes, I put a picture on the Big Bear Nation group on Facebook. Okay, well send me it on my text message because I don't have Facebook. So send that to me. I can't see you chat. You can't see me chat, Rock Bottom Homestead? I forget you are not on Facebook. I will send you a picture of the car. Yeah, please. Is she going to buy more turkeys? Say it was confusion. Yeah, you better watch that one, Jason. She'll be ordering turkeys, she'll be ordering guineas, she'll be ordering everything, and she will blame that on the car wreck and that she doesn't remember ordering them. You tell Robin that we all know her plan, that this car wreck was just so she could get more uh, chickens and turkeys and guineas. Is it okay to share these pictures on here tonight and show them, Big Bear? Or do you want everybody just to go look at them on your Facebook? Wow. That's not, that's how you don't want your car to end up, guys. I don't know how good you can see that. Does it do better if I do it this way? Yeah, there you go. That's a little better. Can y'all see that? Let's turn down the like that, maybe. Well, yeah. That car is on its top. Wow, wow, wow. She is lucky, lucky, lucky. She's lucky she didn't have a whole car full of samples in there with her, Jason. A bunch of rock flying around. If you guys don't know, she's a rep for a granite and stone business. So she had a bunch of samples in there. That would have been even worse. Oh, is that granite in there? That's what I was just saying. I didn't catch that. Let's take a look again. Oh, that is. Look at that big. Those big. This car's upside down. This is where she was sitting, and that's a box full of granite. That's a big piece of granite. That's all granite. Holy smokes! You guys got on that one pretty quick. Let's remove it. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Maybe you need to buy her some netting, something another to separate it. Yes, he did. He sure did, because that's a nasty little wreck. Was the guy texting? Did they know that? Was he texting or talking on his phone or anything? And Bear Homestead, others. Otherwise, Satan wouldn't be fighting them so hard. Amen to that. Did it hurt the other driver as well? Jason, do you know that? Because even though they hit him, we need to. I ask you if the other driver was texting or calling or doing anything like that, and was he hurt or she hurt? I'll say a prayer for you. No, she walked away. Did was she on her phone? Only 28 people on here, but we hit 125. We don't know, but we think she had to miss the red light like she did. Though they'll find out if it's her fault. They will actually pull her phone records now. Yay! Y'all are good, man. All right, guys, we got about 6 minutes and we're out of here. So make it to 3 hours even. Get it done tonight. This is old school 3 hours, but a pretty good talk tonight. Did pretty good. Yeah. Yep. 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 So we start our southern goodbyes, even though we got some Canucks up here, some Canadians up in the house, some Missourians. No, you're fine, Big Bear. You're good to go. Family is first. You gotta love it. And the fact that they're trying to use prayer in there is the funnier part. Y'all got it. Yes, they do take forever. That's why we started at 6 minutes early. Mo Homesteading. All right. So we'll say the prayers for everybody. The cliff notes. We talked about how God is needed in everything, and we took that into homesteading and how we growing our children to growing the plants, growing the food, and talking about just the simple fact that one of the big conversations we got in tonight were men being able to be men and women being able to be women, and not having the fogged lines between the two because of how we were raised, and raising men and women. Actually raising young boys to be men and raising young women to be women is not a bad thing or a wrong thing. And we had several saying that it was hard that we're having to raise our children in this into this type of society nowadays, and we don't have to do that. And we've already got the trolls coming back, Big Bear, over the conversation. So yeah, well, it's because of the content. So it is what it is. But we can get off here in 2 minutes. We don't have to stay now. Y'all can get off here now if you need to. So, but we have to be strong men. We have to teach the young men how to be strong men. We have to be strong women and teach our young ladies how to be strong women. And that's really hard to do. And I'm saying it from personal experience, for a strong man to teach a young lady how to be a strong woman. I've said it on here more than once. I'm very proud of being a father. I'm very proud of what I'm doing, but I'm not proud of being a single dad. We all have our failures. We all have our successes. But it is what it is. Good evening, Mo Homestead. We thank you for being here. Good evening, everybody else. We got about a minute and we're rolling off. But as always, you guys do amazing job in here as moderators and troll slayers. So, okay. Terry will be on at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Mims's channel doing some ministering. So I need to get on there and go do some church. Terry is actually an ordained minister, so it's good to go. You'll actually get some schooling knowledge, not this old hillbilly talking. Thanks, Suzanne Warren Hampshire. We appreciate you. We need all the prayers we can get. This world's crazy. Praying for the trolls. We will do that because them youngins need a good belt taken to each and every one of them. Spoil the child by sparing the rod. Got some knuckleheaded kids being up when they shouldn't be up doing stupid stuff. Not ordained, but pastored and evangelized for 26 years. Okay. Sorry, Mims. Didn't mean to go the wrong way. All right, guys. Good night to all. God bless. Live with what God gives you. And I'm out of here.